Thank you. Thank you. It's really nice to see you today. Who else do we have? Svetab Suman. Svetab, am I pronouncing your name properly? Maybe Svetab is not just next to the computer. Maya, would you have a minute to tell us who you are? Maya Žikić. Hello. All right, Maya might not be. Sanya, would you have a second to say who you are and introduce yourself to us?
Hi guys, hi everyone. I work as a technical support for one hosting company in Serbia, and I want just to be updated with new info about WordPress.
Thank you very much. I think it's the right place to be. I mean, maybe the only place to be today. So thank you for joining us, and please, if you see any other discussion that you'd like to start with us, please do. Good evening, Nicola. Would you like to say something about yourself?
Hi, guys. I'm a web developer, currently employed as a full-time freelancer for a specific company.
All right.
Full-time freelancer. I like that construct.
Well, I'm not employed in a legal way, so I'll just say that I'm a freelancer.
Thank you very much, Nicola, if that is all that you would like to share with me. Who else is new? Meher, long time, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for joining us today. There are not many people who don't know you, but just in case, there might be a couple who are not aware of what you do and where you're from. So if you can just give us like a couple of hints about yourself.
Sure. I'm Meher from Mumbai, India. I'm a part of the Mumbai WordPress community. I am a WordPress developer and also run my hosting business. It's just a startup for now.
Nice, nice. What's the time in India now?
It's 10:30 in the night.
Okay.
So, hi to everyone whoever is on the Zoom.
Thank you. Pleasure having you. Who else do we have? Milana. Hi, Milana. Nice to see you again.
Hi. What should I do? Is there something I have to do?
Well, not yet. Not yet, actually. Not yet, but maybe if you put a couple of questions across Nemanja, which are not easy to answer, I think that would serve the mission this time.
Okay, so the questions that Nemanja will not be able to answer. Okay, got my job. Bye.
It has to be WordPress related. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll find something.
All right. So Svetab is saying, hi, everyone. Hope everyone's great. And I'm so sorry I joined using a different laptop, so I think my mic isn't working. So nice to meet you all. Thank you, Svetab. It's really nice to meet you too. And who do we else have? Larissa? Larissa, would you have a second? Hello? Hi, Larissa. Where are you from?
I'm from Ecuador, and I'm having lunch right now, but I didn't want to miss this, so I'm having lunch.
Well, it's really nice to have you. What do you do in your life?
I do digital marketing for a small company, a startup based in Spain, but I'm in Ecuador.
Very good. It's such a great thing to have someone from Ecuador. We didn't expect anyone from Ecuador tonight, but you are actually such a big surprise, seriously, and really nice to see you here. Who else has joined? And after that, we will start with our meetup. And we have Redmi. Hi, Redmi.
It's a friend of mine, and he joined from a phone because he's not able to join from a PC right now. So he's not able to turn on the mic, as far as I know.
Well, in that case, maybe Rade, you can introduce yourself and friend Redmi.
I'm Rade, part of GoDaddy Premium Support team. I was here last week with some of you guys, and it was fun, so I decided to come again. And yeah, Redmi is Xiaomi phone, that's true. He's Milos, my friend for a really long time, and he decided to join to see what's new in the WordPress world. He found the chat, so he can chat now.
Okay, there's a way he can communicate. That's great. So look, Nemanja, last time we had such good speakers and everybody was happy and there was so much fun, and you can imagine who was running the show. So there is a great expectation from your side to say something so funny and great about new features.
No, not possible to beat that if I know who the speaker last time was. She has way too much advantages over me. But we can talk about WordPress 5.5. I think Ebba said that she was part of the QA team, if I'm not wrong, Ebba, right?
Yeah, I'm leading it.
Yeah, so big
And
congrats.
most of the marketing people here today are on the team doing it. So they're really eager to hear you.
Okay, so I guess everyone can unmute for a moment and put your hands together for like 5 seconds, because these guys did an amazing job. Really, really amazing.
And they're here to count your mistakes.
Exactly, and they're here to count my mistakes. They had, I guess, a really tough one to test all the features, and there is really so much of them. In my mind, it's like the biggest update since 5.0. I don't think any other update made this many changes. So to start with, we have auto updates on themes and plugins, which you can pick what you want or do not want to auto update, which is really good, because I can still imagine that even if on every meetup, if we are talking about plugins or themes, do not change the core, or whatever you do, don't change the core files, people still do that. So I guess with that thought in mind, the auto update of themes and plugins is not mandatory, but you can pick what you want to be auto updated. Sitemaps, this is something that was a great discussion for, I think, over 2 years now, and it's finally there. So if you just want simple sitemaps, you do not have to install any plugin anymore. Woohoo! Who's happy for that? Browser-based images lazy loading. I guess everybody knows that the browsers itself are supporting lazy loading recently. And now the WordPress is supporting that also. So if you are a big fan of JavaScript and like to put the JavaScript everywhere for everything, you don't have to do that anymore. It's much more simple right now. Huge set or really huge chunk of Gutenberg updates that I have to say I fancy a lot. Block directory. Now we have yet another repository, I guess, coming right around the corner. So we have plugins, we have themes, now we have blocks also. And few developer tricks, but maybe we can talk about those later. Since we have a lot of people who were testing it, let me know what I missed. Silence? Nothing? That's not possible.
Well, maybe there's
Jquery, you didn't mention Jquery.
Jquery? No, I didn't.
There's an update on Jquery as well, which includes the security updates
Oh,
for
okay.
those who,
I'm
those
sorry.
who use it.
There is the new jQuery, but as I said, if you don't have to use JavaScript, don't.
And the new image editor. I think you might have mentioned that though.
That's part of the whole Gutenberg updates, but yes, that's I thought we will get to that when we go into the depth of all the updates. But yes.
Okay, so let's go into the depth, all the updates. Let's start this. Let me just tell you what is the agenda. So first, the agenda is that we'll have Nemanja speaking about his view of the features, whether positive, negative, or neutral. And then we're going to be opening the discussion if you guys have something to ask, like particular, what you're having struggled with, or if you're interested for something particular. And then after that, we're going to have a small game. Okay, it's going to be a trivia game, and you are going to be able to win an Amazon voucher. So I believe it's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be lucrative for one person in the end, right? So let's move to the discussion. Let's move to the topic. So my first question to you is, Nemanja, how are you today?
Great and hot. It's getting more warm, like in the attic, so the AC is not working as planned.
All right, so in order not to melt you down, then the second question actually is, what do you think? I mean, first of all, have we been waiting for this update for a very long time? And what is this update bringing when it comes to WordPress?
Every update is something like, or at least lately, every update is something we have been waiting for a long time. Like whoever is part of the WordPress ecosystem for last year or 2 years, the number of updates, the number of features, the way how the WordPress itself is improving month by month, it's amazing. So all the updates, I can't say I found something that wasn't really needed or it was nice to have but not necessary. All the features that we got with this update is something that will really make everyone's life a little bit easier. And users, most definitely, if you are running a small website. If you're a developer, there is a great piece of code that I just love when I saw finally that came out. I will mention that one nearly at the end. It's geeks only, so I guess a lot of people will leave until that point. The Gutenberg, it's the game changer, definitely, and it's bringing so many new features with every update that it's fun to watch. Who had basically the trust that the Gutenberg will get where it's getting? Yes, it's fun. For everybody else, I guess it was a big pain if they expected that they will have a new page builder out of the box coming in a matter of 2 weeks. No, not gonna happen.
All right, very good. So as you just started actually listing all the news and all the updates and all the features, would you like to start one by one, or how would you like to start with explaining?
What's the passing arguments, the template parts? No, I didn't even list that. That was, sorry, there was a question from Milana. Was passing arguments the template parts mentioned? And no, not, and it wasn't even listed. That was way too geeky for me to get it out there. I'm sorry. I saw it. It rocks, but yeah. No, I was, yes, I know, Nicola, you were all waiting for it. You first, but not this time. I have more interesting feature though than just the template parts, but okay. Okay, it was more interesting for me. But back to the end users, because, well, not everyone is a developer who works with a WordPress. I couldn't believe this also. So we already talked about auto updates. It will be an amazing feature, and there's not too much to go into details there, I guess, except that, well, you can pick what you want or you don't want to be auto-updated. There is one, and there is another thing that I didn't put on the list. I think it might be interesting if you are, from whatever reason, just backing your plugin or theme in an archive file. Now you can upload the same thing all over again with just the version increase, which wasn't the case before. So you will not be allowed to put the file in. Now you are, which is neat feature if you have really specific plugin that you can't really update in any other way, but you need to deploy the zip file using the WordPress admin. Weird. The next one was the sitemaps. I guess most of the people did actually read the post on the Make about this. And I guess this discussion was out there for a really long time. It's nice to have it, especially because I know that quite a few times I did install few plugins that I will not name because I wasn't paid to promote them. I installed those plugins only because I needed the sitemaps, or actually not actually me, but the client really wanted to have a sitemap for a 10 pages website. So now there is not you need to do that. It will be there, and I think that the documentation is really good. So it will actually really. I knew you had something that Milena. I just knew it. I believe that it will really bring new features out there. It will help developers. Hi, Christopher. It will actually bring some new ways, or maybe it will help developers understand sitemaps better, not just as a simple put it out there and I don't care about it thingy. The next one was, I think, lazy loading. I honestly loved the feature when the browsers announced that they will be supporting lazy loading, as JavaScript and all the mess you can create around it was just that, a big mess. And if you want to have any kind of JavaScript library that will actually need that image from whatever reason, it might go into collision with it. Bunch of issues that I've seen before. Really UI complex websites, transitions with animations, it will always collide in some way. This might be a good step forward, and I believe it would be. I also checked the code. It really looks nice, and I think the developers were really, well, I can maybe say even think it a bit, because they have prepared for a lot of scenarios. Currently, there is only one, but I do expect that come up with more. So that's like the three definitely most end user updates. I'm not sure, does anybody has something else? Not developed, just end user.
So guys,
No?
where are we? I know everybody,
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure all the people who are having like online shops or have a need for like a lot of photos are like just ecstatic about it. But Rich has something to say. Yes, Rich, please engage with us.
Yeah, there's this new concept, it's called block patterns. Here's a blog post I wrote about it. Basically, it's a easy way to create repeatable sections of a page. So you can create and use them on any of your own client sites. You could build your own plugin with a simple array. And at GoDaddy, we're actually experimenting with a way to build a pattern creation flow within the editor. So you could select a couple of blocks and just create a pattern, and it gets saved to your pattern library. So the idea is that you can reuse these anywhere on your site, and they're not tied together like reusable blocks are. yeah, we're pretty excited about this, and we're planning a bunch of work on how to take like our own templates that we have already created and build those and basically cut them up into different patterns so that we build up those pattern libraries pretty quickly.
Yeah, I love the patterns update. One of the, well, I'm not certain which one I like the best, like the UI improvements over the whole Gutenberg, because it looks like really more fluid and more easier to navigate in general, or the patterns. I loved the API for the patterns. It looks really simple, and it kind of looked like a hit from Gutenberg on some page builders. I'm not sure were I the only one that actually got that feeling, but some page builders do the same, combine different elements into a big piece of code, and here you can pretty much do the same. I wasn't actually expecting the Gutenberg to go down that road before 2021. That competing with some page builders, but I guess we are looking at it right now.
Yeah, totally. And I think that, like you said, like the API being as easy as it is, it's really easy. Like really, you just export your code and plug it into a function. And it's like a very simple, like a small array. Like it's pretty. The technical difficulty there is pretty low. And then like what we're thinking of building and what we're experimenting with is a way, like I said, to remove that technical capability at all. You wouldn't even need, you could just hit, save as pattern. That's probably won't happen for a couple of, maybe about a month and a half, but I think that will greatly improve how fast you can build sites and reuse components that you like throughout all the different sites you're building.
Yeah, it's definitely a next big thing, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I would like to see another minor feature there, which is some kind of pattern builder, which will be pretty amazing, and maybe combining certain pattern fields and connecting them with meta fields, which will then basically go for single page Gutenberg builder. Something like it. It will be a nice thing to see how that will end, I guess. Sorry, I was just reading the chat.
Yeah, we've noticed whenever your head goes.
Yeah, there is a great
right?
discussion going on there, and I'm like, I like this. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's better in the chat, right? Discussion is better in the chat. But
yeah, you
see.
No, I just wanted to say, like, Milana and Rich, you can speak freely. Like, I'm not the only one who should be babbling here, maybe.
Yeah, we were just talking about pattern categories, and it's I think that this is registering the category is just as easy as registering pattern, and it can make when you're creating sites, it can make it so much more useful if you can put all of your favorite versions into one category. So then you can filter through like the two buttons side by side with a background image, or it's a heading and then a paragraph text and then one button. You can have a bunch of different variations of that same pattern and categorize them properly. I think it's really is powerful. I think the current UI, like with the patterns and the sidebar type thing, I think that's going to evolve in the future. Right now, it's very much a V1 implementation, which I'm excited for perhaps like a modal view where we can properly filter and categorize and see it a little bit easier to find what you're looking for. Or even in the future, if there was a way to like a UI choice where you like, I want it in the sidebar or I want it in the modal. Like I think Gutenberg can definitely evolve into that where it's user-based and you can kind of really configure it like you want. That's kind of the direction we're taking CodeBlocks, and I'd love to see Core go that way even further.
Yep, that sounds great, especially because I'm using CodeBlocks for last 3 months, I think, actively. I did have like my set of griefs trying to do some things, but it's definitely I will say like top 10 block plugins right now, most definitely.
I have a
Some of the
question
stuff we're
for you.
planning might move it up a little bit. we have some cool stuff on the roadmap.
Well, maybe you can share something that has been just recently published or maybe updated.
Well, right now we're focusing on 5.5 and just making sure that everything is buttoned up. You know, there's a lot of behind the scenes changes that happen in 5.5, especially around Gutenberg and blocks and UI. And so like this is all just updating our UI to all the new design pieces that are coming with Gutenberg. And so work, but you know, we're really, you know, that's really important for us to make sure that like our blocks feel and look as familiar as the core blocks. Like we don't want any distinguished attributes other than capabilities and functionality there. But something we're working on and pursuing right now is a way to add scrolling animations to blocks. So like filtering like a core group block or core image blocks, like when you scroll on the page and it fades in as you're scrolling in, like some sort of animation capabilities that are simple and lightweight. And again, if you want to turn them off and don't want to use it at all, then it's completely gone and none of that loads on your page. If we want to build like a very minimal way to just kind of level up the presentation of blocks on the front end, so that we can keep building more and more advanced websites and not just, you know, pages of static blocks. So that's something we're experimenting with as well.
That's nice. Well, actually, you can have a direct response from a person who's using it, whether it's good or not. You know?
Right, yeah.
Well, that's a very, very nice coincidence. I have to say, none of these things has been planned. Okay, I don't want anyone to have any other opinion, but but I want to ask Nemanja. Nemanja is very meticulous and particular in choosing plugins.
Is she gone to me or?
Sorry?
That's because she said that this was not planned. So she
Yeah.
lied and
broke
Zoom
up.
just said
Correct. Correct. I didn't do anything. Christopher actually helped me in creation of this plot. But I wanted to ask Nemanja, based on what you choose the plugins when you want to install them, especially if there is like tons of very similar ones. How do you choose which one to do?
Code. I download the plugin, I open the code, I look what the developer did. Was the developer saying when he wrote the plugin? Does it make any sense? And based on that, I'm like, okay, I can use this. Is it flexible? I'm just kidding, but the flexibility is like the most important thing. So if the plugin has zero filters, zero actions to it, it's not a good thing. Because that means I can.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Christopher had a question for you.
Do you ever go by usage?
No. Most popular one doesn't necessarily means it's really the best one.
True.
So Rich, I think you passed the exam. Actually, your team has passed the exam when it comes to writing the codes.
That's right, yeah. Another thing to look at, and you know, if you're more technical, you'll be able to find this pretty easily, but it's like what kind of what level of testing does this plugin have or this theme have? And that's the first thing I did when I joined GoDaddy is, and I had a team of folks. We spent maybe 2.5 sprints, like a month, just to outline our testing suites and make sure that whenever we're pushing up code, we're confident that something isn't going to break, because that, you know, like user experience is our focus, and you know, having a control, even if your control just doesn't work and it doesn't even break, like that just is something we're very tidy on, and making sure that all of our tests across all of our code, front end, back end, open source, closed, all of it, we're just making sure that our tests are up to speed. And so that's something I would look out to if you guys are familiar with GitHub and looking in and diving into the code.
Milana has a different way of how she does it. Milana, do you want to explain how do you actually check fixed issues? Do you call them, or you just rely on the numbers that you see?
No. Well, I take a look what were the fixes and what were the issues. But the point is to see that plugin is being worked on. So if it's being worked on, then you can talk to the developer and you can make some things. But if no one updated it for last 6 months or 1 year, and there is no issue fixed, everything is open, then why bother?
Sure, agree. Any other approach, Olga? Do you use any of these approaches, or or you have your own way?
You know, when I told people that I'm using reviews to decide which one is to try, because I cannot try everything. I need to try several of them. I was laughed at. But it's how it is. I suppose you need to start with something. If it will not work, you need to go further.
True, true.
Yeah, I don't download it. Usage is for me. Usage is the way I do it. If it's being used a lot, we're talking like hundreds of thousands of usages. Otherwise, if it's used by hundreds of thousands of people, someone's done what Nemanya's. Does that make sense? Like what Nemanya's done, so I don't need to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like let's exclude plugins that where the download is over 1 million times and they have 25,000 comments. That's like totally different category, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But for the less used plugins, those numbers can actually be tricky, and we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, developers are lazy. They will not write a good review. Even if it is the best plugin in the world, they will not write a good review. They will just be like, oh, this works, and that's it. And they have forgotten about it in the next 15 minutes. So it's really hard to get a good review from a developer. And I can see a lot of people just laughing right now.
So. I do all the time, yeah.
No, you know, you need to see bad reviews to decide if it's worth to try. Not good ones, bad ones. If there's an absence of very bad ones, it's probably some kind of sign that it's not so bad, and you can try it.
Okay, I will have to try that philosophy, definitely. It might work.
Actually, it makes sense. I mean, if you see what people are complaining about, probably you're going to be one of them very soon.
Yeah, might happen. No, actually, I don't have a problem. If I see a plugin that's really nice, but I see a minor issue, I will just contact the plugin developer and I will send him a solution, and that's it. So, we have a party going on.
Yep. Anyone else? Anyone else? No, so we don't have anyone else who'd like to contribute to this part of the Rade. I mean, if you want to talk something, I think you need to unmute yourself.
She's just talking, and Mike is keep getting something. I'm talking to her, explaining what are we doing here.
Well, that's great. I think that's going to help a lot of people, actually. You know? Well, okay. I mean, if we. Christopher, Željko, Tiana, Abha, anyone else to add to this, to contribute to this discussion? Or we can move on.
I don't use plugins that are I use plugins that are really large, have a really large user base, or I just don't use them. Is my other way. So if they've got they've got a small user base, it's usually for a very niche thing. So I just end up building it myself, if that makes sense, rather than relying on a plugin for it. Or at least take a peek at the plugin and maybe rename it and sort it out as I want to do it, is the other way of doing it. So it gets me partially there. Sorry, I'll be quiet. That's all I have to add.
That's actually a perfect approach, I guess. Just take what you need, delete the rest, and that's it.
True.
Joys of open source.
But what happens to support the community and the new projects? And maybe somebody has a great project and a great plugin, but not too many downloads and stuff. And how do we do about that? Is there something we can do about it?
But you need to promote, like, I actually don't have any like widely used plugin out there, so I can't really speak for it, especially that it's free. But you need to promote it like everything else. Like, it's a product. Doesn't matter. It's a free product. It's still a product. And if you're not expanding your market, no one will actually hear about it. So I guess that's like the biggest problem. Like a lot of people will create a simple plugins and they will put it out there. It's a useful plugin, but you can hardly find it, especially if it is a big niche where you have thousands of plugins. It's nearly impossible, and you can be 50 times better than the best one. If you're at the end of the list, I don't think anyone will know about it.
Sure.
It's like being on page 2 of Google.
Being on page 10, that's how I see it. You know, like you're there, but you're not there. You just don't exist.
And this is a question about the search in the repository.
You can notice that it's really different with theme repository, plugin repository. It has no page when you can filter it properly and see everything. What is it? What is there? In Meta, you know, we need to do something.
Yeah, Meta knows that, but it's really difficult. Yeah, there's some kind of glitch there. Every time you ask them, why is this like this, and why are featured themes only 2 of them, and all of that, and they just say, well, that's a glitch. Refresh a few times. It's horrible, and I don't think it's on their priority list to fix it.
Have you tried giving them the red pill sometimes, not just the blue one?
No, they're my friends. No.
Oh, okay.
I need them for other things.
Is there a space for another repository in that case? Should we build another one where we can actually search stuff?
Well, I think that would be very difficult for implementing all the review process and everything. It's actually easier to fix the search than to create a new repository.
In my experience, it's never easier to fix the search. I don't know. Whenever you start fixing the search, you end up breaking so many different things, but never fixing the search. Just you need to rebuild it.
The problem with make teams are that every team is understaffed, so there's no nearly enough people who can help, and there's so much to do. So only priorities are done, and only for Meta especially, you know, if something breaks, they will do it right away. But if it doesn't break, they don't have enough people, because there's a lot of tickets, and only a few of them are actually doing stuff.
So some problems do not have a solution, okay? Right?
But it's a great opportunity for people who want to come fix things to come and take part, because the more contributors we have who are actually active, the more we can do these things.
And there's a call for contribution. Okay, now we have to represent at least 2 representatives of 2 different groups of contribution. Maybe it's the good time actually to say where they can join you and what actually they will be doing. Alha, please take your spot in the sun.
There's lots of teams to join. So we've got a contributor orientation tool as well that someone can probably add to the chat. And if you're not sure what you want to contribute to, then have a go at the tool, and it can help suggest some teams. You think it, you can join it, basically. Every team needs people, and you can contribute as much as you want to, and the more you contribute, the more you'll enjoy it. I can guarantee it, and I'm sure Milana will echo that too. So documentation, Milana will talk about, I'm sure. Marketing, WordPress TV, they're all, what else in community, are all brilliant ways to get involved. You've just got to see from today's attendance. I'm sure somebody will tell me how many, I didn't do a count, how many from the marketing team are here to support the lovely Mayor, because we do that. We're a great collaborative team, and it's like working in the best best organization, I think. Would that be fair to say, Maya? Yeah. So contributing isn't just about learning new skills, it's also about learning to work together, which is a really important skill, particularly now as we're working all remotely. And maybe doing for some time. Thank you, Olga, for sharing the link to the contributor orientation tool. And the Milan and I both worked on it, and we're also now reworking on it for WordCamp US. If you haven't been to a contributor day, WordCamp US is in October, and you can join lots of contributing teams. If you're a developer and have marketing skills, please come and talk to me, because we've got lots of things that we're doing, and I'm already seeing how many people I can nab for the team. In fact, I think I've got 3 new additions during this meeting, so which is great. I will hand over to the lovely Milana, who is the queen of contributing. And if you do not feel enthused by listening to me, you will want to sign up every single day talking to Milana and hearing her from her.
Well, I just want to add one thing. The orientation tool, contributor orientation tool, is actually something that came from my idea, and that's because I was organizing Contributor Day for WordCamp Europe, and I saw the problem with, this is not for bragging purpose, this is for some other purpose. So I saw the problem with people choosing the theme and switching, and this was the solution to that problem. So now we have a problem of searching plugins and themes, and this is your chance. So you spot the problem and you think of solution. It can be very simple. We can do many things there with search. You know, there is REST API, and there are other things that we can use, and then do something with that. Propose it, and then some other people are building on it, and it's been used by whole community, and then you say, well, this was my idea. So just jump into Slack.
And we have the most wonderful onboarding video voiced over by Maya. It is now on our YouTube channel. I'm sure Olga will help me by putting the link into the chat, and we are now creating onboarding videos in lots of different languages to help people get onto the Make WordPress Slack and onto WordPress.org if you're not there already. So making contributing as easy as possible for you. So come on, have a go. You'll love it, and you'll never look back.
Yes, just a quick note regarding this voiceover. It's only for the Serbian language. So we're still looking for Bulgarian, Croatian, Romanian, Polish, Czech, name it, okay? Countries where we would need someone who can just actually translate one A4 format, just characteristics, actually sentences, not the full page, and then just read it with the video, because Olga does all the rest of the work. So please, yes, say Ava.
I was just going to say she makes it sound so easy, which is great. But we do a thank you to Maya for making it. And we have a German, we have French being made, we have Russian. Olga, you have to help me out. What else have we got? We've got Spanish.
So Christopher did it, right?
Christopher has sent European Spanish, yes. We also have Latin American Spanish made by Larissa. We have a Hindi, Gujarati, Bengali, English US, English UK. We've got a Japanese one being made, and I've lost count. A Turkish one just gone up as well. So yeah, so whatever your language, come contribute.
What an introduction. I wouldn't be able to say no. I don't know about you, but since I met these people, first of all, my first love is contributing, right? Even when there is a WordCamp, being a sponsor, you just have to run around, do stuff, and you're constantly under some tension, or something's missing, or do that, or do whatever. But then contribution day is something what I really like and I enjoy. So if you didn't contribute so far, please do so. I just have a question for Abba. Why did Robert actually did the voiceover for the video?
No, Robert didn't, but he did find us someone to do it. We had somebody else to do it for German. But we could persuade him to do another one, I'm sure.
I'm sure he's going to avoid it in a nice way.
He is. He's working really hard to help us on 5.5 at the moment. So so I've got to be really nice to him, and especially as he's talking about cookies in the docs team, I have to mention cake in the marketing team. And we do cookery too, because we've got the WP recipe share. So
that's not fair. That's my idea, to offer food to, you know, prospers and future contributors.
But we love working with you.
Your thing. No, cookies are mine.
Yeah, we have cake. We don't do cookies. We have cake.
All right. When we have a cake, there is a good thing that I want to share with you. Actually, we're preparing some virtual cakes. I don't know how is that going to look like, and we're searching for a way that we can award people who are contributing by actually sending them some type of giveaway that they can claim somewhere, something, you know. So we'll try to encourage people. Okay, so Appa, let's move to the main topic before we move to the game and to this fun part. Actually, do you have some actually announcements? I mean, you've been exploring WordPress 5.5 features for like some time already. Is there something that you'd like to add to Nemanya's story, or maybe ask him a question if he would like to answer?
As a developer, you've said lots of things that you're excited about, but what is the real big thing that actually makes you go, I love this release?
I have to be honest with you, it's a developer thing, and it's the environment variables. That was like, finally someone decided it's time. But talking about the end users, the patterns, and I guess the patterns are like the most important thing right now. That will move more people maybe coming back to WordPress who maybe moved to some other platforms, or start working with a WordPress as it is, not with bunch of plugins, theme, page builders, or whatnot that's out there.
So document variables for a developer, and block variations for
patterns, and yeah, definitely.
So which means that I have to ask you therefore to help us write a couple of sentences about those things, because
okay.
and share your passion for them, which would be lovely. So, and I have to admit though that I did get 4 messages telling me, is he going to write that for us then? So I'm just sharing the enthusiasm that you created.
Yep, absolutely. I will gladly share it.
And in terms of I've just read the chat. In terms of 5.5 as well, one of the things that we're wanting to do is create slides for meetups, and to help showcase the features so people can really understand them. Also encourage people to get involved with the release and understand how they can influence it as well, because that's wonderful. And Nemanja, you've also joined the docs team as well as the marketing team. Wow, in the space of a few minutes. That is amazing. I told you Milana was the queen of contributing. Now you believe me. And
I knew she's up to something. I knew it.
So she's so cool. So if you're if when you see 5.5 and you say, okay, this is amazing, this new feature, come and tell us about it, because we'd love to hear about it. Also, if you go to have we got any meetup organizers in this room at the moment? Apart from Maya, anybody else organizes a meetup?
Milana, please raise hand.
Okay, and Tiana. Okay, and Mahir. Mahir, I can't tell you to promote it because you helped write it, but I can tell everybody else to promote it. Mahir, if you want to add to the chat, we have a Meetup survey that we are asking Meetup organizers to complete so that we can help you promote your meetups more effectively, and that you can get some help in terms of the marketing and communication things that you need to think about in the current pandemic when we're all online as well. So Mahir will share that link in the chat, and we'd love you to fill it in and to also share it with other organizers. There's not any chocolate for doing so as yet, but I have said that we will find chocolate for the person who has the most interesting answers. Not cookies, Milana. It's okay. I'm not treading on documentation. It will be chocolate.
Can you do muffins? Can you do muffins like?
Oh, I can do
that's
muffins.
like somewhere that's perfect. That's perfect.
After this call, I will send you not only pictures of muffins, I will send you the recipe for chocolate and banana muffins that is part of our WP recipe share, which is also what you can get involved with. We have a hashtag WP recipe share, and it's all about food and cookies and anything that's edible. And it's about promoting us to eat better and to look after ourselves, as well as to just share, because we've had lots of wonderful sessions already where people have come online and made food in different cultures, but the same key recipes. I seem to have created a bit of a challenge because people keep sending me recipes to make and then saying they will donate to Donate WC or Big Orange Heart if I can come up with lots of variations and produce lots of pictures, which is great. It's just that my waistline is probably going to suffer from the amount of cake recipes that I am being sent. And the most fascinating thing is that we have had 212 recipes shared across from the WordPress community about banana bread.
Oh my God.
I would never have thought that that would be the single most popular recipe. But I had banana and chocolate, so you can have banana and chocolate cake, and it is gorgeous. So
how does banana bread goes with like hamburger and stuff? I believe that's not a very good combination.
With bacon.
With bacon and a little bit of eggs and stuff, you know, sausage, you know.
With Serbian food.
If you ask Milana, everything goes with bacon. Like sausage goes with bacon, chocolate goes with bacon, everything goes with bacon.
Yes, Uroš is not with us. Actually, he's the bacon provider, bacon and sausage provider for WordPress community in Serbia. I'm so sorry that he's not here because I'm sure he's actually doing something with bacon.
But I discovered the bacon emoji solely due to Milana working at WordCamp Europe because it kept coming up. So
yeah, actually, it was added by Wendy because of my love to bacon. So you have bacon that is waving. That's my emoji.
As you can see, there are lots of wonderful ways to get involved. And if you don't like one of them, first of all, or if it's not quite you yet, then just find another one. But the community is very welcoming, and we have so many fun initiatives. And I think Maya and Chris and Larissa and Sweet Up all joined as new contributors a couple of months ago, and ask them whether they enjoy it. You know, not necessarily on this call, but you know, it's a great place to be.
Since Christopher and I, we share the same opinion almost about everything. I would actually leave Christopher. Look, if we have the same point on certain things, then I believe the rest is fine as well. So maybe you can just actually say how it is for you to contribute.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Wait, can we not go back to bacon? Bacon was good. I was hearing that bacon doesn't go with everything. Like it does, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It does. Don't let them lie to you.
Otherwise, it's fake news, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Basically, that it doesn't go with everything. I insist is fake news. Sorry. Contributing's gone very well. I've spent about 10 years working WordPress, one way or the other. I've known Nemanja before I contributed. I've known everyone. I put myself forward after the WordCamp Europe, some after party, and Abba quickly wrote me in, and it's been fun. It's been really fun. Fair play. Work to do. There's always more to do though, but it's fun and it feels nice. It feels nice giving something back. which isn't completely altruistic, I suppose. But if you got to have a motivation, I suppose it's a nice one to have. Giving back is something nice, I suppose. Anyway, that's me.
Sure. But I just want to add to the story what Christopher said. I know we are all too busy, okay? And we don't have too much time for too many things. And constantly we are struggling to sleep, to meet with our friends, to eat properly, to do some workout and stuff. But somehow, even after, I mean, I felt like this before I started contributing. But then when I started contributing and meeting these people, somehow it wasn't contributing anymore. It was actually a place where you find out so many interesting new things, where you do very creative things, where you're helping others. And all of a sudden, instead of like spending time maybe somewhere else, I prefer to spend time with them and learn something new. So basically that's my view. I don't want to like, I'm not here paid or whatever, you know, to make an advertising about why to contribute. But I think it's actually the people that you meet there. And I don't want to go into that now too much. Someone has a very, oh, it's you, Milana. Okay, Milana. So you're paying the chocolate. Whoever's phone rings pays the dinner to everyone, okay? So.
I'm on mute.
Okay, so let's move on to, do we have anything else to speak about when it comes to WordPress updates? 5.5. Maybe when is the next one? Nemanja, maybe you can actually say the next one is?
Actually, I did look at the roadmap, but I didn't remind what the date was. But there is one thing.
5.6 is due end of this year.
I think it's 11th of December.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I read somewhere it's 11th of December. Yeah, there is one more thing. If you're building any REST-based APIs, you have public routes and you don't have your permissions set properly, don't update to 5.5. Your REST API will die in a bad way, in a WP die bad way. So
do we need to include that on the Q&As, do you think, Nemanja? And maybe we'd have, if so, can we have a conversation
we do, yes.
after? Yeah, can you link up with Christopher, with Nemanja, and we can include that? Thank you.
That's like a really big thing, and I was like just checking it, and that's the only thing I saw that it looks like it can break a working website.
The image editor's changed as well, isn't it? The endpoint on it, because this is the one I was looking at for the Q&A stuff.
Yeah,
it has. Yeah.
There was some large discussion around experimental features and the adoption thereof or not. Gutenberg has a standard for the adoption of experimental features that hasn't been pushed out to the broader piece yet. There was some discussion on GitHub or something around this. I'll go back to my hole. Someone's added into that conversation.
I think Milana wanted to add something.
Yeah, she always wants to add something. Please, Milana, add now in front of all of us.
No. I was just Nemanja said it could break a working website. So I asked, can it break a non-working website? Is it a feature or a bug? No, I'm just kidding. I Monday evening. I'm always like this, but let's say it's Monday evening.
Okay, I have a question for all of you. All right. And it's like, how many of you, I'm just going to put now on, I want to see you all. How many of you can use any of the reactions, and I want to actually count. How many of you will update the website on the 11th of August? Okay, how many of you will accept it? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 brave people. No, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9. So
are we talking on a live site or on like a staging site?
Live.
Like on live on production. There's no way on God's green earth. Yeah, live on a Friday. Is it a Friday? I bet it's a Friday or something.
Yeah, Friday evening.
It has to be Friday.
Okay, I'll do the count again. Now that you know it's live, not staging. Friday. How many of you has the courage to update?
Lying again.
Yeah, and it's on Friday.
How
How lucky do you feel right now?
Okay, not on Friday. I never do that on Friday, but Monday, yeah, never do that on Friday.
So
You don't trust you don't trust your own code. You don't trust your own code. You don't trust your own code.
I usually don't do anything on Friday, so.
You don't trust yourself on Friday?
No. I'm a single mom, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Robert, would you have auto update core true, so it's going to update no matter what?
He's writing now, okay? Oh, listen, Robert, if you want, we can fundraise here in the community for the new plugins or earplugs. Sorry.
You're unmuted now, Robert.
What?
But it's so strange, you know, to see him typing.
Why is he not talking?
Doesn't work.
But we will fundraise. We can fundraise. It's fine.
I can hear it. I can hear it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
now.
can hear it. It's working.
Oh no, it's not working now.
We could hear the slam.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear the slam on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the question, Maya? Sorry, Ava.
No, what I wanted to ask, so my question was to see how many brave of you will be there on 11th of August to try the new version of WordPress on live sites of your clients, okay?
Clients, no.
Sites, yes.
Okay,
no,
so we
no
have...
way.
No, come on. It's not no way. There are people who will do that. I mean, I know at
That's
least...
not brave. That's just reckless.
I don't do anything on Friday, so no.
I already have 5 websites that I'm planning to update on 11th. It's a client website.
And you don't like them too much.
You're going to work for that weekend, right?
No, he doesn't like these clients.
Actually, I'm completely offline on that weekend, so I don't care.
As you should be.
I want to see your Monday.
Oh yeah, that might be fun.
I've just shared into the chat, Maya, that there's a WP diversity workshops this week. So if anybody felt that they would qualify for those and would like to attend them, they start.
How do you qualify for those?
It's whether you feel that you are from an underrepresented group, and it's got a list on the website that you can have a look at. So so it's aimed at people who are not had an opportunity to speak at a meetup or at a WordCamp, and we've got workshops starting on Tuesday. I think I'm doing the one on tricky questions, because lots of the meetups that are online are finding that rather than having an easier time and practice sessions, that where they're getting a global audience, it's a little bit harder for them to have their confidence. So we're going to be looking at some of the questions that you can and how to answer them.
Actually, Ava, just last week I attended this workshop. But
look at you now.
You see what I changed, right?
Look at you now.
I belong now. Look, I can speak and I belong to an underrepresented group already, so it's fine. No, listen, but I'm going to be next week as well, because really, I have never been to such a great workshop like that was the other day. So I really, I want to try it again. From my point of view, I'm saving the time.
And we've done a lot of development on the workshop in terms of we've been giving feedback and about the kind of things to include. And on, I think it's Thursday, the tricky questions one. So it'd be great to see you there. And as you so enjoyed it, Maya, we can get some quotes from you as well to help other people, which would be nice.
Okay. I maybe talk too much.
But
she just keep giving tasks.
It would
Have you seen that?
It would be lovely to get more women developers putting themselves forward for talks as well. So please be inspired. Have a look at the link, and we've got a few running this week. And and if it's something that appeals, have a look at it.
Awesome. Awesome. Any more questions, or because it's already 8:10 and our session was supposed to be finished, but we still didn't play the quiz. So are we ready for the quiz to see who is going to win the Amazon voucher? Who's ready?
I have one more question.
Oh.
I read somewhere that PHP 8 is coming on December 2020. So does that mean someone will try 5.6 with PHP 8 in December?
No.
Why not?
Oh, it's working.
Now it's working.
Now I will mute him. I will mute him on purpose.
I don't know if my hosting provider will have a PHP 8. So.
You use a hosting company?
I use
really?
I use a DigitalOcean. Oh no, I'm paying chocolate again.
I heard there that Robert was going to test 8 and make sure it works with 5.6.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that too. Yeah.
You have so many crazy people in the core. At least when PHP 8 is ready to compile, some of the core people will just have a WordPress run on that. It just need to be able to compile, and people will run that on their site.
Robert, you're
I can send you blog posts of people who just said, "Hey, new PHP version is out there. Milana, it's okay. We all get chocolate. We get it."
Yeah.
Chocolate, like this is like nights and nights of dinners on the next WordCamp.
You mean in person?
Chocolate bacon, bacony chocolate, chocolate with a taste of bacon.
Okay, so let's move on all to Serbia and let's visit Milana these days because she has some stuff to do, right? So, did we answer the question about PHP and bravery? Or we finished?
People will do that.
So you will do it, right? So Robert
No,
is the
I
only...
need core people. As soon as PHP 8 is ready to compile, core people will update their personal blogs and will write a blog post that they are running the latest version of PHP on with WordPress. I can they already did with every WordPress, every.
All right. I just have one question.
Steve, he's lying.
No.
No, Robert, never. Milana, okay. Now you need to tell us and show us what message you sent, okay? Because we heard. Share the screen, open it to the camera. Now we need to see who is in touch.
It's my ex-husband. You don't want to see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, knowing more about you since last week, yeah, maybe we can all just spam him. Give us his number and we will just spam him, okay?
Should we go back to bacon?
Yes, please.
Wasn't there some quiz or something, Maya?
Yeah, there was, but I'm just waiting for this serious conversation to finish.
It will not help if you look like that. You will still not see her screen. Like you can't see over it.
All right, but I need to warn you. Listen, I need to warn you. Milana already won so many competitions when it comes to this quiz. The questions are different, but she just doesn't care. She just wins.
Oh, I played this the other day. It didn't work.
Okay, do you guys see my screen? Are you able to read everything that it says on the screen because of these Zoom, whatever things that are moving around? So are you able to see that you need to join this kahoot.it? Oh, Jex, there is somebody who has a very strange name.
No, that's the only way that my name can be written. Normal. That's my username. How it look like, how it should look like normally.
Like this.
That will break tools. That's why I need to force.
Like the line and 0. Is this serious? What you're telling me?
It's a little. It's someone waving hello.
No. That's /0. Yeah, that's a name. But the problem is I break tools with that. That's why I need to. I'm forced to write the ASCII name of it.
Oh my God. Are you okay these days? Can we help you out with the new tool?
Are you really surprised by this name?
Well, Robert,
it's not the name on your birth certificate, I'm assuming.
No, that's not. But that's my nickname. Is ask for my nickname. That's my nickname. If I can write it, that's why. And a tool is not. Oh, I'm broken. Please do another one.
listen to me. I would lose. This is $1 million bet for me. I would have never in my dream, if somebody would ask me and tell me, listen, you have $1 million. What's the nick for Robert? None of these things would ever come up in my head. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the name. If you look for nullbyte, which is like the name, if you look for that, then that's how it's written. It's like a developer thing. Developers know what it is, but it will break tools.
But please explain to me how a null byte actually can make bytes. I don't get this part.
if you have an empty file with zero file size, then in this file, if you turn it into if you want to read a file, then you see only one character in it, and that's the null byte, because it's an empty file. It's empty, but it's not empty. It's null byte.
It's not empty, it's null byte. Yeah, this is a trademark. It's not empty, it's null byte. Okay.
No, it's a programmer thing. It's not trademarkable. It's a programmer thing.
Okay, where are we? 11 players. Are we, guys? Somebody's.
It's also someone waving hello.
Yeah, you need the other side. Yes.
Come on, guys.
Thank you, thank you, Christopher, for the link.
Come on, guys. Who else is missing? There is 11 subscriptions only. Shall we move on? What's happening? Anyone doesn't? Is there someone who doesn't want to be part of this, so we're not supposed to wait for him anymore?
That's like
I'm
saying,
now.
can those people at the back that can't hear me please put their hands up?
Hello. Okay, so listen, we're gonna start because there's been plenty of time, and we all know numbers and letters, so it should be a suitable time to do it.
That
so
was just a check of how many people are really currently here, and not just like doing as they would be here. They're just not on the Zoom call. They are really active.
And which people actually use mic, right? Lisa, are you coming? Shall we wait for you? Lisa. I can hear your message.
Carry on without me, guys. That's fine. Sorry.
Okay. So 12 players. Larissa's here. I think that's fine. Round number. We can shoot it. So the quiz that we're going to be answering questions tonight is about features 5.5. All right.
Oh God, I'm gonna lose this.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. It's all set. So, are you guys ready? I'm pressing next. You have 30 seconds to read the question. Question you read from the screen, and you answer either from the phone or from another window. So you don't press anything in the window where there is a question. Okay? Done. Next. First question.
What do you mean you don't? Okay. I don't get it.
It says question 2.
Yeah, it's because forget it.
Why is it not started on 0? Sorry.
I'll explain to you later. So WordPress 5.5 will have automatic updates off. It's a multi-selection
Your fridge.
question. Yeah. I think the fridge is actually
If
the
the
most.
fridge is running with WordPress, then yes.
This is correct. What is the fridge running? What firmware?
For WordPress, what else?
It's cool. My fridge can blog. Fantastic.
Wow. Okay, so
WordPress isn't just about blogging. Sorry.
Of course. There's
it's a blog platform, not a fridge platform.
Not a freezing platform. Sorry.
Yeah, it's democratizing publishing, not democratizing freezing.
Yet.
Oh, that's the silliest thing I've heard all day.
I didn't think we were saying it was automatic updates of core. If it is, we need to redo this Q&A, by the way.
No. It's automatic update for core is already in since 3.7. So
correct.
the answer is maybe wrong.
It
Yeah.
is?
It can auto update core if you want to.
Our Q&A is
Yeah.
fine, Abba. It's not automatic updates of core in the regard that you're thinking of. It's not the opt-in or opt-out or the whatever. Robert is correct.
Okay, let's see who is not correct and is winning at the moment. Okay. Oh, Milana, of course.
Why am I
told
not? I'm not even on page.
Yeah. Yeah, because you didn't press
That's
the
page
answers.
2.
Yeah, you're Google page
10.
2.
Yeah, and let's check if they're competitive.
Touche. Ready for the next one, or you still want to go on with the first question?
I still got issues with this being question number 2, but it's the first question we answer.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of array. It doesn't start with 0, it starts with 2.
Okay, I can get my head around that.
Okay.
She's
cool.
winning. She's winning. Don't break her streak now, okay? That's it. Next.
That's why she has this many points, because she already answered to 1.
Multi
But everyone else didn't.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sitemaps in WordPress 5.5 are generated using plugin, third-party application, can be added, core. 10 answers, 11.
It lies. It says slow and steady wins the race, but this is whoever does it quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the problem is you are not only partially correct, because yes, it's new feature with core, but also plugins.
Oh, Nemanja, you are getting... So actually, Nemanja compiled the quiz, so he will be the one to blame.
Sitemaps in WordPress are... Yeah, but you can still use a plugin in 5.5 and make it generate a sitemap.
That is true.
But that's technically correct, but it's not what the question is asking you.
Yeah, would you bet that he is a developer? Because it's technically correct.
Technically correct.
This was a trick question.
Exactly.
Everything is...
All the
questions are trick
person,
questions.
If you know Nemanja in person, that's gonna be like normal, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right, so let's see. Who do you think, who puts 20 euros that Milana is still in the lead?
Well, it's not me. I'm in
She
7th
entered the
place.
first one, so she has more points.
Yeah, she started on 0, apparently. We were on 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a developer would.
And how is Nemanja playing? He wrote the quiz.
That's a...
How is Nemanja playing and losing?
And losing,
Maya
yeah.
should
second
exactly.
one.
But look at the Milana score.
I know. See my numbers. That's so accurate. It hurts.
Somebody should print screen this thing, okay? And then we have a proof later on. Oh my God, somebody's making barbecue here. I'm gonna just jump over the terrace this moment.
Yeah, if you did you
need to
record
finish the
also the
quiz.
screen share, so then you have it recorded on Zoom.
Exactly. See ya. I just need to get the bread and I'm down. Okay, so next question. Dong. And it's multi-select again.
Yeah.
Browser-based lazy loading of images. Install one of gazillion plugins or more, manually code and implement JavaScript library. It's supported by core. No one needs lazy loading.
Well, no one needs lazy load. Like need isn't like, it's not like hierarchy of needs. You don't
all
actually
answers.
need it.
All answers.
So
are
technically, exactly, yeah, like you could.
We are not English speakers, so yeah, that's correct. So this question should actually be, oh my God. Okay, so
That's also wrong. Oh, but I'm behind null.
Well, complain to the speaker, okay? He is receiving complaints tomorrow by noon.
Does it have to be a formal written letter, or?
Of course.
I am, and it has to be mailed tomorrow by noon.
By noon tomorrow.
Give us your address. You will not like this.
You know, I tested these plugins and they are not browser-based. Popular ones, I mean.
That's all cool. Okay, shall we see who is winning? Let's see.
We should.
Oh, Nemanja, you cannot play the fucking game! This is not nice. Nemanja is winning, and you guys need to let's kick out
No,
Nemanja from
I will.
this selection.
Yeah, I will not count anyway.
You should have put a different mix.
No. He can play, but he will give his prize to his favorite single mother.
Okay, that's it. I'm not a mother, but I can look into the thing. But I can also.
I better be your favorite single mother.
So I'm not winning this, but in other words, like no matter how many points I get, I'm not winning this.
No, maybe he sees you as a mother. I mean, the future one. I mean, or whatever.
Yeah, technically you are a mother, so that's why.
It's technically correct.
And I thought our Friday coffee chats were weird.
Yeah, welcome to the WordPress community.
All right, next question. I have a meeting in 5 minutes, so I need to kick you out. So 5.5 release date as of today is 5.5 release date as of today is 20 November, 11th August, 20 August, 8 November. So
only one option?
Yeah, multi-option was skipped. Okay. So let's see. Now let's see.
What about in parallel universes?
What?
What about in parallel universes?
You need to disable the Enigma, Christopher.
Stephen Hawking to the floor.
Hey man, what are you doing to this mic? You're destroying it, or maybe it's overheating, huh? So let's see who. Simba, I told you to move. Guys, leave. Okay, we will kick out Nemanja from this meeting so we can play normally. Let's move to another question. Actually, I think this is I don't know if this is the last one. Easy way to detect environment. Yeah, this is the last question. Easy way to detect environment. Built-in function, remote hand server access, ask for a hard drive copy, plugin. Wow. Come on, Robert, your answer is missing. I know you don't know, I might send you.
No, I already gave my answer.
Come on.
I mean, asking for a hard drive copy is technically an easy way to detect the environment.
Actually, it's the only right way
to
do it.
You'd be completely correct there.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why they invented things like Kubernetes and stuff. Awesome
I'm just breathtaking.
Milana, you're in third place.
Yeah, I'm just breathtaking.
And Nemanja's first.
No.
He's first, yeah.
No.
Guys, I mean...
We are going to move this for one place, and Milana will be the first.
Yes.
Actually, so the winner is Nicola, because Nemanja is not allowed to get his award. Nicola, stay in touch for the details. Actually, I'm just gonna block you on my email, so you just
block you on my email.
Yeah, so you just keep sending emails, and I'll send you everything that you need. Well, guys, I think we had great time. Don't know about you, but I really had a smashing time. I just wish Robert fixed his. Robert and Christopher, you guys need to take the loan and fix those mics that are not working. Okay?
No, they are working now. It's working. I just increased the volume, and it's working.
It's warm up.
I just plugged it in.
He turned it off and on again, I think.
Yeah, that was my like. Have you tried turning it on and off again?
You had it stated earlier, then it would help me.
Yeah, well, darling. No, he breaks my heart every time we meet. He's such an emotional person.
No, he's not.
Yeah, but he's getting there, okay?
And being emotional, Maya, do you not need to go to another meeting?
Yes, exactly. So,
yeah.
So next time, same time next week, Next week, we're talking about, let me just check so I don't give you the wrong information. It's save time with website management tools. So how do we save time with website management tools? What exists in the markets? What you use, what actually of the features you would like to discuss that are missing in the current tools you're using. And I hope to see you. Please register at GoDaddy Pro events. I don't know if you know, I will send you events.godaddy. Here it is. And please register for our chapter. We're gonna have lots of new things. We're going to have lots of people from EMEA joining from next time as well. We might even have a speaker from Middle East market because there's a lot of things that are happening there and they're going through a different transformation than Europe when it comes to digital economy. So many new things coming. If you have a topic you'd like to discuss, please let me know. Catch up on many social medias like Twitter, Facebook, whatever, LinkedIn. I've been everywhere, and stay in touch.
And everyone is coming to the 5.5 QA meeting. If we can move over to Google Docs and Google Meet for that, that'd be great because we've got 20 minutes for the bug scrub. So, thank you.
Have you shared the link for this?
I will share it in the Slack in a second.
All right.
Yeah, I can't find my keyboard at the moment because you're.
Robert cannot find mic. You cannot find keyboard. It's good that we are even having this meeting. Okay.
I can, but I'm now on the hunt for cookies and cake and chocolate.
No worries, bacon is on the wave.
And bacon.
And bacon.
Lovely to see everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.